Tanya here. Welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to talk about makeup brushes a little bit and share with you what I found. I was putting on my makeup as I always do every day, and I used my Bare Minerals original, and I was doing the swirl tap and buff with the brush that I bought with it, and I apply it. And I just started feeling like this brush was like starting to feel really rough. So I washed it several times. I've had this one for over a year, and um, it's a $25 brush. Okay, you guys, it's like this is $29, the product. This is $25. They may have gone up in price, I don't know, but it is not worth it. Do not buy expensive brushes. That's why I wanted to do this video today. I mean, you can if you want, but I have a lot of other stuff that I think I'd like to spend my money on than spend it on the brushes. And you know, I'm going to say this. I don't think I've heard any other buddy say that. I haven't heard anybody else say it, but they're all made in China anyway. They're all made in China. Unless they're exporting those hairs from some exotic animal over in Africa, they're all made in China. So synthetic, 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 they're all the same. So you can spend $90 on a set of brushes, or you can spend $20 on a set of brushes. In my mind, the cheaper ones are just as good. So I wanted to show you some of those, and the ones that I always use. Um, so I switched out the Bare Minerals $25 brush with a Wet n Wild brush that I happen to have in my makeup kit. It's $5, and I swirl tap buffed with it, and oh man, to my wondrous amazement, this is so much softer than this brush. This thing was like so rough, and it was like yuck. So I'm like, okay, that one's gone. I'm throwing that one out. This one I just happen to have, so I didn't have to go out and spend any more money. But I love this brush. The hairs don't come out. It's inexpensive. It's ergonomic. It has a little ergonomic handle here, and I just love these brushes. And then last week, I found a crease brush. I've been looking for a new crease brush. Crease brushes for your eyes are hard to find with a high brush on it. I like my crease brush to be a little bit longer so it dispenses the product and it better, and it blends it better. If it's too short, I call them like a pack brush. They're short like this. See the difference? This is more of a placement brush if you just want to put a little bit of something in a certain area. But when you're in the crease and you're doing the windshield wiper motion, you have to have a brush that has motion, that has a higher, that's taller here in the hairs, because that will give you blendability, because that's what you want in a crease brush. So I found this one, and this is a Wet n Wild, and I got it for 77 cents because they had a 40% off sale. And look at the hairs on that. They're even slightly taller than this one, but there's not too many, and it's very, very soft. So loving this. So my favorite brushes in the cheap end are the Wet n Wild brushes, and the e.l.f. brushes, which you can't go wrong with either. These come in 3 styles. They come in the really super cheap ones. They come in the black one, which is kind of middle of the road, and then they have the silver ones, which is considered their high end, but they're awesome, and I highly recommend these as well. So, so, so soft. You won't be disappointed. They wash well. The hairs do not come out. Love, love, love these. And you know, let's face it, besides the fact that everything's made in China anyway, I'm not saying that you can't, that if you spend a lot of money, you're not going to get a quality product. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that they can only do so much with it. I mean, it is what it is, and you know, so why spend all of that money? So save your money for stuff, a really cute pair of jeans or something that you really want, you know. Anyway, and then you also know that I like the Real Techniques brush. I brought my very first set of Real Technique brushes, and I love these eyeshadow brushes. They come in a set. I think they were like $15. I'll have to look that up. But you can get them really cheap at like Marshall's or TJ Maxx or Ross. So recently I got this blush brush. Isn't it beautiful? It's got a beautiful glitter handle with gold, and it's so soft, and I got it. It's a limited edition, and I got it at Marshall's for $5.99. So don't spend a lot. And then my last video, I did a fan brush I featured. I found another one that I fell in love with that's much smaller than the other one. The other one I got at CVS, and it was $12.50 if you watch my last video. And I thought it was a little too wide for my face. It's kind of petite, so this is better. And so I got this one. It's a Real Techniques for $5.99 at Marshall's. Awesome. Also, tip for the fan brush, Wet n Wild has a fan brush. I've never seen it in the other stores. Some stores carry a lot of the Wet n Wild, the full line, and other ones carry half the line. I do not understand why that happens, but look around because Wet n Wild has a fan brush, and it is about this size. So to give you a size comparison, it's like that. The other one went down to like about here. It was much wider. So this is perfect. But if you like the wider one, you should get the wider one. But to my point, don't buy expensive brushes. I think I bought a Lancome kabuki brush years ago, and I was treating myself that day. I was in Macy's, and I thought I'm going to get myself a really nice kabuki brush, and I paid $40 for it. And I still have it. It is not as soft as these cheaper brushes. It's not. It's just not, and I can't believe it. And it made me so sad that I spent that much money on a brush, and I thought here I was treating myself, and it wasn't that great. So just consider those things when you go out shopping for brushes. Check them out. Target's got a good line. I heard they were pretty good as well. You might find some other lines that work for you, but I stick with the e.l.f., the Wet n Wild, and the Real Techniques, and they seem to all do the job really well for me, and I really enjoy them. So I hope you will too. That's it for today. Please click subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. I'll put everything down in the description box below, and we'll catch you next time.